Today you join me heading down to Caffeine and Machine. It's a place that I've always wanted to visit, but because it's 3.5 hours away, I've just never really had the chance to get there. Just been too busy. But with a private M-Light meet going on and the weather forecast taking a monumental turn for the worse, I thought it was probably going to be the last opportunity I'll have to get down this year, before the sun disappears for the next 11 months. So I made the trip down, and let me take you around what turned up while I was there. Let's do it. So what is Caffeine A Machine, you might ask if you've been living under a rock for the last few years? Well, to summarise, it's a spot for petrol heads to chill out, grab some scran and maybe a beer, and appreciate whatever drives in and parks up outside on the grounds. There are a lot of places dotted about like this, and I'll be visiting a few that are a little bit closer to me in the future, but this spot is probably the most iconic one of the lot in the UK. Anything could turn up really, so it's just luck of the draw, but we were blessed by the weather gods, so the chances of something fruity pulling in was a little bit higher since it stayed dry. I was venturing down with Glenn in his M2 comp, so I had a pretty nice view for the full journey to be honest, but when we pulled into the courtyard there was a few gems starting up and getting ready to leave, which we missed, sadly. Not gonna lie, first impressions were, I fucking wish this place was a little bit closer. It is proper chilled out and right up my street. And as we sat down to have a beverage while a few more motors turned up, it wasn't long before a familiar looking M140i from YouTube showed up, which wasn't mine.
There's only room for one specky Luke on YouTube. The rock car. Fight me.
Just before we go any further, I want to pick a winner for the DOOZYCARCARE giveaway for September. So, there you go mate. You've won. I'll be in touch. If you want to be in with a chance of winning some car cleaning products for yourself, then all you need to do is leave a comment down below and I'll pick a random winner at the end of this month. There's no limit, so comment away as much as you like if you want to up your odds of winning, and give me and DOOZYCARCARE a follow over on Instagram to keep yourselves up to date on any new products coming out. Good luck. Right, back to Caffeine A Machine. So it was rammed when I got there, and I didn't really know the rules, so I just parked it wherever, but I was soon joined by a wave of M-Lights and other M-cars of all different specs, so I made sure I had a good snoop round checking them all out. Do us a favour, if you spot yourself, just drop your Instagram tag down below and I can make one of these fancy things for you if you creep up in another video. Anyway, I finally got to see Luke's art wrap up close. It's pretty epic how it's been printed and wrapped to get everything to line up across all the body panels. I know it divides opinions, but I like it. Top job. There were so many performance cars that turned up. RS5s, M2s, M3s, M4s and C63s, as well as some properly tricked out kit cars. I think it's the first time I've seen a MK Indy or Mark Indy, however you say it. Yep, it's got an R1 engine transplanted into it. Mental. Tucked away behind this ACS2, which is an extremely rare car in its own right, is another YouTuber's vehicle. This time it was Theo, or Black Panther as you might know him, who turned up in his Lexus LC500. Lovely. I think I need to get a few more subs before I can get something like that. I saw my first Aventador SVJ in person while I was there as well, and it was an absolute peach. I think I'm right in saying that this is wrapped in like a matte PPF, which is class. I mean, I didn't even know they did that until I was editing this video. And parked up to the side of it was another rare machine, a very subtle Morgan Aero 8. Barely noticed it to be honest. We saw it on the road on the way home too, but unfortunately it was going the other way. Morgan have actually started to use the same drivetrain as the M140i with a B58 and a ZF in the new Plus 6s that they've started to make. I'm definitely going to have to try and get a go in one of them sometime. Heading round to the front, we caught a few cars leaving, but a very, very sparkly man was practically up the exhaust of everything, so we skipped past those and had a look at Mr. JWW's VW XL1. Try saying that when you're pissed. Next to that were a few classics, or so I thought anyway. On second glance, literally everything of age had been electrically converted. This Defender 90 now has a Tesla drive unit in it, which means it goes from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds because, well, farmers like to go fast too, I suppose. I did forget to film the trio parked up on the grass, which consisted of an E-Type, a Carmen gear and my personal favourite, a 356. Of course, all converted to electric, but the one that surprised us the most was this old 911. Ah, thing of beauty, innit? It had even kept the twin pipes at the rear to throw you off the scent that it runs on double A's, but the dinner plate brake upgrade kinda gave it away a bit. A few more hot hatches turned up, and there's Glenn going full squat to get some pics of a fully electric Harley. It's weird seeing one of them things fire up without hearing it roar. Up on the hill was Josh's M2 comp and Mr. Wig getting amongst it again, and behind that was Ollie's Boosted Mini, or B16 Boosted Mini as you might know him off Instagram. Not gonna lie, I have fanboyed over this car for the last few years. It is mint to finally see it up close and personal. The craftsmanship is quality and it doubles up as a breakfast bar at the back. Look at the size of that wing, Jesus. And that about rounds it off. Considering it was just a regular Saturday evening with no event on as such, I'd say that's a pretty successful trip. Like I said earlier, if you want to win some Doozy Car Care detailing products, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video, give it a like if you enjoyed it or spotted yourself, and you can always subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and if I do your head in, you can always just unclick it. I know it's probably unrealistic, but it'd be great to hit 10k subs before the end of the year. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!